And welcome back. In a health alert, this week marks Pediatric Transplant Week, a time dedicated to raising awareness about the life-saving impact of organ donation. In the U.S., there are more than 100,000 Americans on the transplant waiting list, and in the Mid-South, there are more than 4,000 people waiting for a life-saving transplant. Joining us now to talk more about this critical need are Allison Drain and Tammy Law, pediatric liver and kidney transplant coordinators for Bonheur Children's Hospital. Ladies, welcome. Glad to have you both here today. How's everybody doing?
We're good. Thanks for having us.
Good. My pleasure. Allison, let's start with you. For those not very familiar with this week, what is it really all about in your estimation?
So I think that the Pediatric Transplant Week for us is all about awareness, bringing awareness to the families who have had a loved one donate organs, but then also for the recipients. And because Tammy and I specifically work with the pediatric side, it just has an extra layer of tenderness to it that we're really glad that we get to be involved with.
Yeah. Tammy, when we talk about that extra layer there that Allison was just referring to, some of these patients are very young. How young are we talking about here? Give us an idea.
So we have them all the way down to babies. They have to be around 10 kilograms is what we're looking at to really do transplant. So we have them under 2, under 1, some depending on their weight. And that's probably about the youngest that we have.
We were talking a little bit earlier about the perspective of just how many folks are on the waiting list these days. What are we seeing, for example?
So right now, here locally in Memphis, we have 650 people on the waiting list. That includes adults and pediatric patients. Now, usually, like we talked about, there was 100,000 people on the transplant list. Normally, there's about 8% of that is going to be pediatric patients, with about 33% of those are under the age of 5. So that's toddlers and babies needing, transplants.
Yeah, so Allison, when we hear those numbers that Tammy was just talking about, paint this picture for us. What does that emotionally mean, though, for those families and so many others impacted?
Yeah, so I think I'm a mom myself, and so I think it's really hard even for me as with my job as a coordinator to put myself in their shoes, because as a parent you would do anything for your child, right? Course. So with some organs like kidneys, normal anatomy is that you have 2 kidneys, and a lot of parents are able to donate to their children, but sometimes they're not, and so those children are waiting for someone in the community or a deceased donor to be a match to provide that kidney.
I've always wondered, what is it like, though, from your perspective to actually team up with those families, and what does it mean for you and what does it mean for them? Yeah,
so as you can imagine, it can be really challenging. Like, the emotions run really high, but also it's a chance for us to connect on a human level, to understand like when the emotions are running high, like where the family's coming from, and then also to get to see these kids come in and be really sick sometimes, and then after transplant they get to live a normal childhood, and that's the most exciting part.
I was also told recently Bonheur completed a very special kidney transplant, involving 2 brothers. How did that work? What's the story there?
So I'll let Allison tell you more about this.
Yeah, we got a chance to work with this family who had not 1 but 2 of their children had kind of a rare genetic disorder that made them both need a kidney transplant. So we worked them up at the same time, listed them at the same time, and we're a bit concerned about the logistics of a family having to go through 1 transplant and then not knowing when the other one would be. But fortunately, they both got a match to 1 donor, so both brothers got to share the same donor, which was really, very sweet experience.
More great work going on at Bonheur every day. So Tammy, what is the call for action? How can we all be a part of this? How can we all potentially consider being donors, and should we?
Yes. So one place for our local people, you can go to the midsouhtransplant.org and sign up. You can do on your DMV, sign up to be an organ donor. So those are, the ways to get involved in that. And the need now is just great, and especially in our area, the need for transplantation is really good. Like I said, there's only there was 100,000 people transplanted. I think last year only 49,000 were transplanted.
One last thing, are there any myths or barriers people need to know about?
There are plenty. I think the biggest myth comes when people think if they're registered as an organ donor, if they're in an accident and the paramedics come, they may not save them. If they come to the hospital, the doctors may not want to save them, and that is so untrue. We're going to do everything you can doctors will do everything they can to save a person's life, and the organ isn't even available to be donated until all these efforts have been exhausted.
Yeah. Well, let's hope more Memphians and Mid-Southerners step up because of the great work that goes on, as I said, every day at Bonheur.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Tammy, thank you. Allison,
Thank you
very
very
Thank you so much.